Gabriela on the scene today with Talk Network Radio. We have a real treat for you just around the corner, and that is Empowered Living with Jeff Byrd. Jeff is the owner of Jeffrey Byrd Coaching, and he will be coming to you weekly to teach you more about empowered living.
Hello and welcome. This is Jeff Byrd with Jeffrey Byrd Coaching, and this is Empowered Living. Thank you so much for tuning in today. The topic that we want to look at today is on boundaries. Boundaries. Boy, am I seeing this all over as being a big issue. In the day that we live in, with 24/7 news, with horrible stories just coming at us left and right, it is so easy to let our mental, our emotional, even sometimes our physical boundaries go and answer the phone way into the night and look at emails and look at news and look at media for far too long and take in all of the difficulty of the world into our soul. It doesn't mean we don't care that we can't do that all the time like we talked about previously. It just means we can't do that. We can't not have a healthy boundary, do that all the time, and end up still being healthy. We're going to have some issues if we don't establish healthy boundaries. I ran into a quote the other day that I love, and it says, "Boundaries communicate value for what is inside of those boundaries." And that's so true. You know, I think my wife and I watch a mini series. It's a horse show, and sometimes they have like these $100,000 jumper horses come on there. Can you imagine having a horse that's worth that much, that is so valuable to you, and not having a fenced paddock for it or a pen? You know, just leaving it out to pasture, just like, well, I hope it stays around, hope it doesn't wander off, hope nobody steals it. You wouldn't possibly dream of treating something that valuable with such little care. That's what a boundary does. It takes care of what's inside that boundary. And when your emotions, when your mind, when your heart is in what's on the inside of that boundary, it means, hey, you're taking care of it. And a lot of times what I'll see is that as we do this, it might make us have to say no a lot more. I've talked about that in the past. But when it does, people they take notice and they're like, wait a minute. That means they think they're valuable. And they take notice and they go, wait, I need some more of that in my life. Tell me about how you do that. And really, if you don't have that boundary, it's really at the root of vision issue. It's a vision issue. You got a clear vision of what your life needs to be like, what you need in your life and what you don't need in your life, what might be good, but it distracts you and pulls you from what you need most. And therefore, you don't have a boundary. You haven't put that fence up. A lot of people, they just knock the fences down. And I heard one time somebody say, you should never move a fence until you know what it's there for. Don't just knock the fences down until you know what it's keeping in and what it's keeping out. Because there are some things that are going around, and wow, I just yesterday I saw a dear friend, and she had gotten hold of some really bad news, and wow, it was wiping her out. And I just felt for her. I thought, well, there's nothing you particularly can do about that. And as you think on that, if that's what you marinate on and let into your mind, that's not going to have a good, healthy effect in your heart, on your emotions, and even on your physical body. It's like you can't constantly let in all the difficulties of life, hoping that by thinking about them all the time, it's going to make them better. No, it's not going to make them better. It's going to make you worse, right? Unless you can immediately do something and you feel called to do that. Just dwelling on it's going to make you worse. You've got to have those boundaries, and physical boundaries too. Boy, people just never stop. I just see that all the time. It's tempting to do it myself, just to go and to go and to go and to go and to go, and you just can't do that. It's not good for the family. It's not good for the person. It's not, you've got to establish those boundaries and go, no, I need time to rest. I need time to reflect. I need time to grow in wisdom and gain insight, and then make good choices going forward. I need time. We're not made to be, as you've heard before, human doings. We are human beings, and we need time to be and just soak in the beauty that's been created in this world around us. all the truths that are hidden there. And we can miss a lot of truths, a lot of obvious truths, just by going and going and going. Jim Rohn used to say, when everything is important, nothing is. When everything is important, nothing is. So we got to decide what is really important to us. What are we going to place that high value on and protect it? We can't do everything. We can't take on every issue. We can't meditate on every single problem in the world and still be healthy. We've got to decide what's important, and then what's important for me, and now what do we need to put in place to protect that and to make sure we do it and do it well. So without physical boundaries, outer exhaustion is inevitable. Without emotional boundaries, inner exhaustion is inevitable. We have to protect both the physical and the emotional if we're going to be healthy and do what we're meant to do, reach our greatest potential, make our greatest impact in the world. So I hope that this has been healthy to you and helpful to you, and I hope that you'll look over those things and go, hey, where can I cut off some time? What do I say yes to? And then I'm really like, boy, I wish I didn't have to do that. You know what I mean. We all have those things, and we need to learn to say respectfully and kindly, no, I'm not in that place right now. My wife and I just said no to 4 different invitations yesterday, and they're all people we love, all people that we care about. And it's like, nope, we're done. We're not going anywhere. We are just going to spend some time at home, do some things around here, and we are going to recover. Because you know what I found out? If you are tired and you don't take time to rest and you just keep pushing through, then everything you do, you will do tired. If you do take the time to rest, get the rest you need, then you can get some new energy, and then the things you do, you won't be tired anymore. Guess which things you'll do better? The things you do tired or the things you do not tired? Obviously, the things you do not tired. So establish that boundary, limit that amount of the junk in the world around you that can get in and affect your emotions, establish those physical boundaries, and take your life back. Begin working on that. May not happen all at once, might be step by step, but at least start by going, okay, what do I really not want to be involved with? What is really not good for me to keep putting in, and establish those boundaries. I'm Jeff at Jeff Byrd Coaching, JeffByrdCoaching.com, Jeff at JeffByrdCoaching.com. Please feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions or any topics you'd like me to think into with you and maybe do on a future podcast. So thank you so much for joining. Have a great day, and until next time, God bless you.